Hi, it's Warham Walton, and
Peggle56.
I haven't done a video in absolutely ages, so sorry. I know I did an upload schedule video that I was going to do uploads all the time, but I kind of forgot. But now the new tower here, hopefully.
It's the Smiting God.
I don't play Call of Duty anymore.
Yeah,
I've enough
of
of that game. Anyway, I'm now going to do loads of videos because the tower, well, the new tower here basically, and as you know from the previous codes, they can't get any worse, so it can only get positive. It can only get better.
You still beat me with them.
If you camp, they're not too bad, but the minute anything gets to that front line, you're dead. I hope, what I want in the new codex, what I want to see is we get better at shooting, and we're just as bad at assault. I don't want any assault, anything really, and I doubt we'll get that, so I should be fine. And we're just going to have a quick chat about the new models, basically, and we have very different opinions. I don't like everything, it is a bit different, but I'm going to have a chat about Games Workshop at the end. So let's start with, basically, what's going to happen is we'll talk about it, and at the end, I'll flick a little picture up, or I might do it so it's at the beginning, so you'll know because you're watching the video. But anyway, Commander Farsight.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know if any of you have seen the old Farsight. It was pretty boring for the only assault troop the tower had. Or assault guy. You know, they've changed it now. Pretty dynamic. Doesn't suit the tower at all, and for that reason, I actually like it.
Yeah, he's leading in with his shield, which is better, and he's getting that sword ready, so he actually looks like he's, my hand is so not on the screen right now. I'm doing some amazing stuff with this left hand.
I wouldn't really say that he's getting his sword ready. I mean, from the looks of it, you can give him a sword or a spear or like a halberd or something.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. We're just looking at photos of a White Dwarf because this is before White Dwarf was out in England.
Yes.
But whatever he's doing, it actually looks like he's just cut someone. So I mean, I can see a pretty good diorama opportunity of having something just being like beheaded.
Yeah.
Maybe like
he's looking down, so he's looking like he's jumping into them. So, do you remember the old Tau Codex? You had the picture of Farsight going into that orc group.
No.
Well, they did it. He was like jumping over a cliff, and he looked just like that. That's what they've tried to replicate.
This one, I'm assuming he can fly.
Yeah, they always can.
Well, yeah, because
unless they've got rid of that.
He's standing on one leg like he's landing. So again, diorama opportunity there. You know, you could repose that. I don't know if anyone has seen that. There's an old diorama of a battle suit kicking an orc in the head and landing on it at the same time.
That's quite cool. Hopefully, we get some good stuff. Well, this is only just about modeling, so we're gonna do videos about tactics.
One thing, the heavy metal team have gone down in quality. This paint job is awful. Okay, the red is supposed to look nice. It just, no. I mean, honestly, guys, the heavy metal team aren't even that good.
So then, you said something about hard edges on Flash earlier, weren't you?
Yeah, the sculpt team, the design team have just gotten so bad now. Take a look at the new Herald of Nurgle, the Mutilath / Vortex whatever thing for Chaos Warriors.
Whatever it is.
You know, the big thing with the warp on its back. You know, the flesh shouldn't be a hard edge thing. And you know, all the flesh that they're sculpting now is just getting really bad. You know, if you want to compare, look at the new Herald of Nurgle and the old Lord or Champion of Nurgle, whatever. You know, holding the massive axe with a hole in its stomach. They've both got holes in the stomachs. One looks awful, one looks good.
Well, that's Commander Farsight. Right, the next image is the very controversial Tau Flyer.
Right, so I'm going to start by saying this. Okay, as overpriced as it is, at least the Manta looks like a Tau vehicle. I mean, okay, I say the Manta, you know, the Tiger Shark, the Barracuda, they look like Tau vehicles because they're the only Tau aircraft. You know, I'm used to that style. Everyone likes that style, I think. You know, it's quite smooth. And then you go on to the Imperial Navy on Forge World. You know, they've got some great looking aircraft, but they look
imperial.
Not only they look imperial, but they look too like just They're not
bulky.
Well, not orky, just clunky, like
bulky,
a box with like sticks on the sides.
This is weird.
Tau aircraft should look really good.
This is really weird.
And they should look sleek and advanced. Imperial vehicles don't.
This looks advanced, but it just looks like it's got holes in it. It looks like a ridiculously flimsy flyer.
Okay, what they've done, basically, is they've taken
the
cross between the Avenger Strike Fighter, the Voss pattern, whatever it is,
and the Tau vehicle, the Devilfish.
And then they've stuck 2 bars to the back, so that they can join the wings to the tail.
Oh,
So
yeah.
what they've tried to do is something new, and honestly, as I said, the design team are terrible.
What I would have done if I had it, you'll see the image in a minute, is cut the two bars out. I can actually see that being quite a sleek looking thing.
The wings just aren't right. Tau vehicles shouldn't have wings like that. They should be that kind of triangle shape.
Those
You know,
bars are doing nothing.
I mean, any Tau, unless they're carrying missiles. You know, all Tau
Under
aircraft,
that.
all Tau
Really?
aircraft should just literally be, you start with a triangle shape, and then, like, streamline it. Not start with a rectangle and then stretch the back.
I mean, the flyer you'll see on the far left, where's that going? It's got his drone seemingly pointing backwards, its gunhead at the front.
It's got missiles on the tail. Can't really see very clearly in the picture. You know, we found these pictures on the Beast of War.
Yeah, you're right.
It's got a missile pod on the back. The other
I
one's
didn't
got
see
a
that.
burst cannon on it. A burst cannon. Who pays 30 quid for a flying burst cannon?
Well,
In fact, no, it's not even going to be that. The way Games Workshop are going, guys, watch it. You're going to be paying about 200 quid for this. You know, might as well just get the Manta. Same price.
Oh,
yeah, kind of difference.
I don't think they're disgusting, but they just don't look right. Those two bars are really annoying me. I don't see why they're there.
Another thing is the Tau vehicle camo scheme is it's always been terrible.
I've always not minded it.
Really
I just can't paint, so I just went splashing on with my what's it, wallpaper brush with green on it. That'll do. Camouflage as far as I'm concerned.
Honestly, I mean, if you can, try and make your vehicles look mirrored.
Well, I'm sure there's a guide for that. We'll do Carlos is going to draw channel and do lots of painting videos soon because I can't paint.
When I buy HD.
So this one, so you're about to see the, I can't call it anything. What should we call it?
Let's call it the box with wings that doesn't look good and fails.
Box with wings.
XV104 Riptide.
Okay, the next model is, as Carlos just said, the XV101 Riptide.
104.
104 even.
Now I'm going to start by voicing my opinion on this, which once again is super negative because, you know.
I think it looks amazing. It's what I wanted. I wanted a massive tower centerpiece that I could go, bang, fear the Tau.
Well, I'll start by
With a champion head.
This is why it's terrible. Okay, it's got those dodgy little missiles that are on every battlesuit, and
of course, rain destruction.
They're stupidly small. It again has a stupidly circular Tau shield, which is so small that it couldn't even protect its foot.
It creates a force field.
I don't care if it creates a force field; it's a shield. Actual pose-wise and shape, it is the same as a Nemesis Dreadnought with the Psy Cannon.
It's got an arm with 4 guns on it.
Oh yeah.
It's got an arm with 4 guns on it. What's that to like?
Speaking of the gun, with many guns, a gun.
All these guns have been changed out. They've got a new gun. It's called a Riptide, the weapon.
Yeah, but the problem with it is it's bigger than the model's body. And you know, unless you're an orc, your gun should be in proportion.
In defense of this, I really want to bring up some rules, but this is not. I really want to bring up rumours about it, but this is not a rumour video, so I can't. What I can say in its defence is, it's massive with 4 guns on its arm.
Another problem is,
I'm moving my headset back.
Right, the head. It's the same size as a normal
I'll give you the
battlesuit head. Same size as a normal battlesuit head, but the model itself is 3 times the size. Okay, it looks so stupid.
The image on the left, in the bottom right of the left, shows that it's like there's a guy in it, and he's just like peering over the top, like, is there anyone out there? Can I shoot now, please?
What it's like is, ever played Gears of War? Okay, you know how big the armor suits are. It's like putting a baby in a Gears of War suit.
It actually
you
is.
just don't do it. and then you've given it a gun that's like,
the gun is as big as everything on it.
This gun should literally be mounted on the front of a battle tank.
What's brilliant is the other arm can also be a gun, I believe, instead of a shield. I think that might be what's happening. So this guy might look like a walking tank.
Okay, and on the left side, third picture down, you got 2 drones. They have basically
missile pods.
Taken off the bottom, stuck a missile in, and then stuck the bottom back on. They look awful. Honestly, the new design team should be force-fed these models. They are disgusting.
I really love
Go back, try again, come back with something that I can judge.
No, don't do that. I want my new Tau.
And the other thing is, I mean, what with the continuous price increases, how can you give us this? I mean, come on. If we're going to pay this amount, we want something nice. I mean, this is it, guys. I've given up. I'm switching to Death Corps. Forge would have quality.
Obviously, we disagree on this one. We've been sort of in agreement so far, but this is the last 2 is where we really disagree. The third one, we sort of We agree that it's good, but there'll be a reason that it is good that we both, neither of us like. But this is the one we're in disagreement against. Please tell me below, what do you think of the beautiful...
If you buy one of these, you're an idiot.
It's wonderful. Tell us what you think. The next thing on the agenda is the amazing Pathfinder team, which are finally in one box, and we can buy them, and they'll be beautiful, and they have new drones, and Carlos hates them.
No, let me get this straight. First of all, I'm annoyed because they're not laying down anymore. I swear they
Yeah.
that's a bit of a drawback. Because the way the
like
sculpts are, you can't, unless you're really good at green stuff, make them lay down. The models themselves, okay, the guns still look hideous.
Hideous?
The helmets are still stupid. The legs are still stupid.
This is disgusting.
But the drones are the real problem. Anyone seen Star Wars? I mean, this kid hasn't somehow. I don't.
These.
Shut up.
You just slagged these off beyond belief, and they're the problems.
Yeah, they're all bad.
Really like
the Star Wars medical droid, take that, curve the bottom and stick a gun to the middle. That's the main drone. The other things are drones with spines on them. They look stupid.
They look techie. They look like proper Tau, like we've really advanced in these last 2 years. I absolutely love the guy laying down receiving orders. Crouching. Okay, I'll give you, I'm really disappointed they're not laying down. I used to love the laying down guys. I think you think they look really, really cool. I don't like the guy who's pointing his gun at the floor and looking the other way. But apart from that, I think they look fine. I mean, I like the fact they're in one box is brilliant. And the new drawings, I hate the one with the gun. I'll give you that. I think it's the first cannon. The fat one looks a bit weird. But the techie ones, they just look so Tau. I don't know. The only thing I do hope for these, I'm going to bring a rule in here, so I apologise, that we no longer have to take a devilfish with them. They're the only thing holding me back at the moment.
See, the thing is, I mean, Tau-wise, the only nice drone is the Remora stealth drone from Forge World. Look it up, it's amazing. It's got wings, it's got a massive gun.
We're going to do a video after this on models we've liked over the years, because even I, a power player, have stuff I like to look at, and we're about to see another one in about a minute's time.
So yeah, basically, in conclusion for the new Tau, is this our last image?
Nope, we've got the the amazing new broadside that's so original. It's
well, a kind of a midway conclusion. The Tau is terrible.
A kind of a midway conclusion. These Tau are epic, and don't diss them. Please, you've got to back me up here. These look fantastic. I'm gonna put the image up now. So have a look. Well, on to the last little bit.
And surprise, surprise, the hammering continues. So now the XV8 Crisis suit is no longer a single model. You know,
you've now got to buy basically. They haven't increased the price, which is the good news. They've in fact taken off. Well, from what I can tell, they've taken off £1.50. But this is very vague guidelines what I've got. So £1.50 is not massive, but for them to take something off, I think the guy must have had a stroke midway through, and his pen didn't draw on the last zero on the end.
£450.
Yeah.
So what they've done is they've put 3 of them in a box. Now, you know, that's fair enough if you want convenience or whatever.
If you want 3.
But the problem is, I mean, power players especially will know this. You don't always want a squad of 3.
No.
You know, you might want 4. I mean, I tried to do
4.
an orc army where I had Wazduck, a Guts mech, and 40 bikes. I had to buy like 45 bikes just so I could do it.
Yeah.
And the other problem is, I don't collect Tau, but I bought an XV8 because I wanted to build and painting. You know, it's an interesting model. Oh, yeah, that's a compliment about the Tau. The XV8 suits will always be awesome. You know, they've got a lot of high-tech weapons. You can pose them well, and they fly.
The problem with this is, A, you can't buy it for painting purposes. You've got a squad, is what they've given you. They've given you the full max squad amount. And 2 is always... 2's not a bad number, especially low point games. 3 of these guys can rock in at 400 points. If you're playing 750 points or 1,000 points, you can't blow half the total on a squad of very weak
even
elites.
like a 1500 or an 1850 tournament list. You know, it's the same way that no one takes a Land Raider anymore.
Yeah, Land Raider.
My 1500 point Space Wolf list: Ardrak Rockfist, 4 Wolfguard Terminators, Thunderhammer Storm Shield, and a Land Raider.
A lot of points.
that came to half of my points.
I mean, credit where it's due, it's effective. It ripped the whole Tower Line apart once because I couldn't destroy it coming up to it.
The one time it got there.
Yeah.
But you know, that's for sale now. It's really effective, but it doesn't work in a small game. And the tournament scene is not Apocalypse.
Actually, Adepticon, they've introduced the Apocalypse round now.
Is this? I think it's Mini Wargaming that do their Apocalypse. Everyone runs a separate game.
Apocalypticon, yeah.
Yeah, that's quite cool. I mean, last time I played Apocalypse, 15,000 aside with an
I was in that. That didn't last for long. We had a Titan.
yeah, Imperator class on our side. My mates decided to build one.
It looks very good. I'll see if I can get some images up on the channel, see what you guys think of it. Right, but anyway, probably the best looking sculpt in this entire book, and I think we can all agree, sorry the image is really dodgy, it's all I can get my hands on at the moment, is the XV-88.
The broadside, the railgun, the absolute beast.
And now he's got it as a weapon, he's looking down it.
So
It looks amazing.
the way it used to be was a plastic sculpt, two metal railguns on the shoulders that never used to
Actually
stick.
used to be plastic on metal, didn't he? Like my metal shoulders, absolutely
That's the problem. You know, with that amount of weight in the railgun barrel,
Yeah.
it would always, this shoulder.
Yeah.
So the base is here. The weapon sticks to like here. You can't even see my hand now, and it would just fall off all the time unless you stuck it at a stupid angle. And then it was like, what are you doing?
The real issue with this is that they haven't made it. If you have a rule book, which you should if you're playing, well I don't, I'm a hypocrite. Carlos has one, I use his. Anyway, if you have a rule book, you idiots if you don't, me included, I'll get one, I promise. You'll find this is one of the conversions. It couldn't be more identical.
Let me stop you there. 5th edition veterans. Just saying, guys. Just saying. Ignore the phone.
Yeah.
5th edition. So this model, exactly the same, is in the rulebook and it's not painted. One of the design team converted it for the lol. You know,
Yeah.
it was a nice conversion. By the time 6th edition rolled around, he'd bothered painting it.
By the time 6th edition Tower rolled around, we now have it. Well, that's all, guys. I've got to wrap up because I might be outside my time limit now, which would be really annoying if I have to re-record parts of this. But never mind.
Oh, one thing, Pathfinders are set to cost £20 for a box, just saving a lot even if you do have to put up with a medical drone box.
See you later, guys. Wilhelm Walton, and of course, I'm out.